Rolling to the tour. Sydney, what's happening? We are privileged to be having these next two guests in the car. We have got Chris and Peter from Bodega Collective. These guys are providing a platform for so many talented young individuals all around Australia now to showcase their skills as all forms of different music creatively. And I'm blessed that I get to have them on the show. Thank you, Roland, as always, for being able to provide me and our audience with the opportunity for people to tell their stories. This one's really, really special because the boys have been doing Pass the Mic on the Summer Jam tour with us, and it hasn't disappointed. The finals will be in Melbourne at the championship. That's one of the best MCs voted by the people in each state performing at the Summer Jam Championship. And I've got two of the most important boys of the Bodega Collective, just about to pick them up, and we are heading off to the tour. Oh yeah! What up, Pete? How are you, man? Chris, what's up, bro? Man, I love it here. Boys, welcome, man. I really appreciate you guys being here. Man, Pass the Mic, Bodega Collective, plenty to talk about, but I suppose, yeah, fill me in with what Pass the Mic is, how it came about, and why you guys started it.
So Pass the Mic, basically, it started right in the corner where you just drop us off at the Bodega Studios in Annandale, Parramatta Road.
Yep.
We did the event, so it's basically a showcase where we put on all the local artists, yep, all over Australia. We just did a whole Australian tour last year. We picked one winner, 8 cities.
I love to hear it. Well, I mean, Bodega Collective, do you want to tell me a little bit about how that came about and why you started that too?
Yeah, so we started like 11 years ago. There's a bunch of mates who just wanted to go to a warehouse and just like make music and just play FIFA, sit on beanbags, couches, everything. We started that, we started throwing some parties in there because we were like, just started learning how to DJ, make music. So I was threw some parties for the local hood. And then at some point someone's like, we have to call this something. So we're sitting up in the mezzanine trying to figure it out. And someone points to the DJ kit. It's got a sticker, says support your local bodega. Someone goes, that sounds nice to say bodega. So cool, call it Bodega Collective. And then it just started from there, just like kept evolving over the years. Just started with like DJs, a crew of collectives like DJs, graphic designers, videographers, and then just turned into this. Now we've got a studio here.
How did you guys meet, and how did this relationship sort of blossom?
Damn, I actually known Bodega for like a while now. Like a lot of my boys always like, I have a few music friends, a lot of creative friends, you know. So they were like, hey, we're gonna go to Bodega, we're gonna hang out at Bodega. So I was like, all right, cool. And I started going to Bodega, like, you know, and then I live not far from the city. So, and then now everybody from the hood, like, yo, I need to go to the studio, I need to go to the city. Let's do something. And I'm like, let's go Bodega.
Yeah,
let's go Bodega. So now I end up being a promoter for Bodega, like without getting paid, and then like doing all this stuff, you know what I mean? But it was so nice because like I'm connecting like my people like all the way in Western Sydney or like people in the hood.
Oh man, it feels good inside. I felt that in my stomach, you know what I mean? You guys are providing a platform. Tell me a little bit about your history. Like, Pete, you mentioned that you DJ'd. Is that like where a lot of this began and your connectivity to people?
Yes, it's a funny one. Like, I'm 30 now. When I was 15, I was in Lebanon with my family.
Yep.
And I don't know why, I just like, yo, can you take me to this Tiesto concert? I dragged them to this DJ. And I was looking at it and I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I just looked at my dad, I'm like, I want to do what that guy does. Yeah. He's like, that's a bit ridiculous. But he's like, maybe when you go home, you know, do some stuff around the house, we can like, you know, save up some money. 6 months later, you can try it. And I did that. So I was 15, I started DJing. And I didn't really know what I was doing. I just wanted to be that guy up on the stage. And then I realized, oh damn, he's actually a producer. That's why people came. So then I'll go, oh damn, I gotta start producing now. I gotta start making music. And then from there, it's like, oh, well, no one wants to book me. So I'll just throw our own parties. And it just kept evolving to like, how do we get to like that idea that I had when I was 15? And now we're doing it now. And I don't even want to be the person on the stage. I want to be the one to platform. Because I think it was like seeing how many people, like the thousands of people reacting to like one thing and like coming together all the way in another country, that was like, that's what blew my mind. And that's sort of what I keep aspiring to get to, is just like keep creating like a bigger platform, a bigger stage for us to all just come together and like connect.
Tell me about some of the challenges about, you know, you said you came from Lebanon, coming into Australia and trying to break into the music scene. Like, surely there's some mammoth challenges of that.
With the music, like, so I grew up here. My parents came from Lebanon when they were like 18 from the war. the challenges are sort of like, I didn't come from a music background, you know, my parents just did what they had to do. It's like we didn't know anything like at all. All we knew was that we were like heaps audacious, and heaps like ready to just risk it all. The biggest challenges was just like not having any information, but I think in a weird way it was like, it helped us because we always just do things our way, and then our way became like, oh, that's so cool, you're so unique in yourself. It was like we weren't trying to do that because we were just trying to do what we thought we had to. But the biggest challenge, not having the information, is like coming up, and I think it's why Bodega inspires me so much, is that like we want to keep giving back to the people who were in our position when they were 16, 17, 18, 19, that think about quitting because they don't have access to knowledge or what's the next step. So like the biggest challenge is sort of turning into like our biggest pro now, if that makes sense. Because like every little bit of information and detail that we have that we weren't getting back then, we're able to give that people at a much younger age now, and they're able to like hopefully go and do something better than us or bigger than us and take it beyond our country or beyond, you know, like take it global.
It's a pretty cool feeling, and I know that like I'm now, you know, I still consider myself old young. Like I'm growing up into a place where there's kids that when I used to play were, you know, as tall as my knee, and now they're taller than me, and they're, you know, gone back. They've gone to college. They've come back as polished young men, and they look at me and they kind of come back with, dude, I used to watch you play. And that's a really, it's a humbling feeling. It's a great feeling to possess, but just knowing that the Summer Jam's also giving that platform is really special. What you guys are doing is very, very similar. So you guys are there for people's ride as well. Just know that. It's a pretty surreal thing. So I'm, like I said before, blessed to have you guys as part of this journey, and I appreciate you guys. I want to say thank you to Roland as well. Of course, without you, you know, this isn't possible. So we appreciate you. Down for the ride. Summer Jam, Roland, Bodega, you know what time it is.
Let's get it. Sydney, baby. We outside.